You're standing there, heart pounding, palms sweaty, staring down something that freezes you. Maybe it's a conversation you've been dodging, a risk you can't take, or a shadow from your past that won't let go. Fear's got you, hasn't it? It's got its claws in your chest, and you're flinching, stepping back, letting it win. I've been there. Felt that cold grip, that urge to run, that voice whispering I'm not enough. But here's the truth. You don't have to live like that. You can face anything, anything at all, without blinking, and I'm going to show you how, starting right now. Let me take you somewhere real. Picture a guy named Jake, 27, a mechanic in a small garage. He's good with his hands, fixes engines like it's nothing, but inside, he's a mess. He's got this dream, opening his own shop, being his own boss. But every time he thinks about it, fear hits. What if he fails? What if the money runs dry? What if he's not good enough? One day, his boss chews him out over a busted job, right in front of the crew. Jake's hands shake, his throat locks. He just nods and takes it. He wants to speak up, to quit, to start that shop, but he can't move. He goes home, sits in his truck, staring at the wheel, feeling small. Sound familiar? That moment where fear owns you, and you're stuck? I get it. You felt that too, haven't you? Maybe it's not a job. Maybe it's a fight you're avoiding, a move you're scared to make, or a truth you can't face. You're not weak, but you feel it. That weight holding you down, keeping you quiet, keeping you still. Jake knew that sting. He'd park his truck every night, engine off, dreaming of that shop, but drowning in doubt. He tried pushing through, saving cash, sketching plans, but the fear always pulled him back. He'd freeze, flinch, let it win. He was tired of being the guy who couldn't step up, tired of living half a life. He wanted out, not just from a garage, but from the prison in his head. That's when something cracked open. He was digging through a toolbox, looking for a wrench, when he found an old paperback stuffed in the bottom. Epictetus's Enchiridion, something his dad left behind. He flipped it open, dusty and worn, and one line burned into him. It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions of them. He stopped cold. His fear wasn't the shop, or the money, or his boss. It was his head, his thoughts, his flinch. He'd been running from shadows, not reality. That night, Jake decided no more. He wasn't letting fear call the shots. He was going to face it, conquer it, and he'd do it with stoic steel. That's what I'm here to talk about. You don't have to be fear's puppet anymore. You can stand tall, look it in the eye, and take it down without flinching. Jake figured it out. He took that stoic spark from Epictetus and turned it into a code, a way to break free and own his life. He didn't just dream of that shop anymore. He faced the fear and built it, steady and unflinching, until it was real. And you can too. This isn't about ignoring fear or pretending it's gone. It's about conquering it your way, with stoic power that makes you unbreakable. Stick with me, and I'll walk you through it. You ready to face anything? Let's go. Jake sat in his truck that night, Epictetus's book on the dash, those words echoing. It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions of them. He looked out at the dark street, engine quiet, his hands still greasy from the day. He wasn't just tired of his boss or the garage. He was tired of himself, tired of flinching every time fear showed up. That shop, his dream, was right there in his mind, but he'd been letting his own head choke it out. He wasn't running anymore. He was going to face it, not with panic, but with power. He was going to conquer fear, and he'd start tonight. You've been there too, haven't you? That moment where fear stops you cold, and you know it's not the thing itself, but the way it twists inside you. Maybe you're young, bold, thinking you can outrun it. Or maybe you're older, scarred, figuring it's too late to fight. Doesn't matter. You felt that grip, to do something big, to break free, to live, and fear pulls the brake. Jake knew that trap. He'd sit in that truck, night after night, dreaming of keys to his own shop, but paralyzed by what-ifs. He wanted it, but he was scared, scared of failing, scared of standing up, scared of being seen, until Epictetus hit him with that truth. It's not the fear, it's you. That's what got him, sitting there in the dark, The book's pages creased under his thumb. He'd been fighting shadows, not facts. He wasn't moving forward. He was cowering, letting fear dictate his life. But there was a way out, a way to face it head-on and win, not by brute force, but by changing the game. He didn't have a map, just that stoic line and a fire starting to burn. He could take that wisdom from Epictetus and Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, men who stared down death and empires without blinking, and make it his own. He could build a code to conquer fear and face anything without flinching. And today, I'm going to show you how he did it, how you can do it too. This isn't about wishful thinking or tough guy bravado. This is about the Stoic code, real, cold, unbreakable power that turns fear into fuel. Jake didn't want to just survive anymore. He wanted to stand up, to own his dream, to look fear in the face and not budge. And that's the promise here. I'm giving you 5 Stoic moves, 5 hard-earned steps to conquer fear and take back your life. You'll stop running, stop flinching, stop letting it win. You'll start facing it, steady and strong, until it's nothing. Jake took that path. He didn't just get past his fear. He crushed it, and his life changed. So what are we talking about? I'm not here to waste your time with fluff. These 5 moves are straight to the gut, built from Stoic steel and tested in the real world. First, you're going to name your fear and strip it bare. Second, you're going to shrink it and see it for what it is. Third, you're going to act through it and move anyway. Fourth, you're going to breathe and stay calm in the storm. And fifth, you're going to own it and make it yours. Jake didn't have this handed to him. He forged it, night after night, through sweat and grit. He started small, facing his boss, saving for that shop, and it grew. By the end, he wasn't the same man. Think about your life right now. What's your fear? A job you can't leave? A fight you won't start? A dream you won't chase? You don't have to let it rule you. You don't have to wait for it to fade. These Stoic moves are your weapon. They'll let you conquer fear, face anything, and stand unflinching. Jake didn't stop at dreaming of that shop. He faced the fear and opened it, calm and sure, while the world watched. That's what I'm offering you. Not just a way to cope, but a way to win. You don't need more time. You don't need more guts. You just need this code and the will to use it. Jake's story doesn't end with that night. He took that first step, closed that book and clenched his fists, and it led him somewhere fierce. He didn't just imagine his dream anymore. He faced the fear and built it, one unflinching move at a time. If you're still here, you're about to do the same. We're going deeper, into the meat of this, where the real fight happens. You ready to conquer fear? Let's get to it. Jake woke up the next morning, Epictetus's words still ringing. It's not things that disturb us, but our opinions of them. He stood in his kitchen, coffee brewing, hands still smelling of oil from the garage. He wasn't the same guy who'd sat in his truck last night, shrinking from his boss's voice. He was done flinching. He was done letting fear run the show. He decided. He was facing it, starting with that shop, and he wasn't backing down. He was going to use those Stoic moves, test them, live them. It wasn't easy, wasn't clean, but it worked. Here's how he did it, and how you can too. The first move hit him hard. Name your fear. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Jake's fear wasn't vague. It was failure, losing everything, looking like a fool. Day 1, he grabbed a pen, wrote it down. I'm scared I'll fail and go broke. Seeing it on paper didn't fix it, but it made it real, not some ghost in his head. At work, his boss barked again. Jake felt the flinch, named it. I'm scared he'll fire me, and let it sit. It lost some sting. Application. Write your fear. Say it out loud. Strip it bare and face it. The second move cut deeper. Shrink it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The thing you fear has no power. Your fear of it does." Jake's shop dream loomed huge, a mountain of risk. Day 2, he broke it down. Failure? He'd lose cash, maybe a year, then what? He'd work again, try again. He pictured it. No shop, back at the garage. Not death, just a detour. At lunch, he told a coworker about the idea, casual, small. The guy nodded. Sounds solid. Fear shrank. Application. Take your fear. Ask what's the worst. See it's small, and it's nothing. The third move pushed him. Act through it. Epictetus said, the only way to freedom is to face what you fear. Jake had been stalling, saving pennies, avoiding the leap. Day 3 he moved. He called a bank, asked about a small loan, voice steady. They said, come in. He didn't wait, went that afternoon, papers in hand. His gut twisted, but he walked in, signed up. One step, not the world, just motion. Application. Pick one thing your fear's stopping. Do it today. Act and it cracks. The fourth move steadied him, breathe. Seneca wrote, he who is brave is free. Jake used to lock up, chest tight, when fear hit. Day 4 he practiced. His boss yelled about a late job. Jake felt the panic rise, stopped, breathed slow, 5 seconds in, 5 out. He looked up, said, I'll fix it. Calm, no shake. The boss backed off. It wasn't magic, it was air control. Application. When fear bites, breathe deep. Stay calm, and you're in charge. The 5th move was ownership. Own it. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Jake's fear wasn't the shop or the boss. It was his. Day 5, he claimed it. He stood in his garage alone and said, I'm scared, and I'm doing it anyway. He took his savings, $500, bought a used workbench. No flinch, just choice. At work, he told his boss, I'm starting my own thing soon. The guy shrugged, but Jake felt it. His fear, his win. Application. Take your fear. Say it's yours, then act. You own it, it doesn't own you. Jake didn't sail through this. Day 1, he doubted. Naming it felt dumb. Day 3, he nearly bailed. The bank call shook him, but he kept going. By day 5, he stood taller, tools in hand. Fear still there, but small, quiet. These moves aren't soft. They're stoic, hard, real. They demand you face it. Shrink it, move, breathe, own it. Jake did it, one gritty day at a time. You can too. It's not about killing fear. It's about conquering it. Facing anything without flinching. That's the code. 6 months later, Jake wasn't the same man. He stood in his shop, tools humming. Oil on his hands, a customer's truck on the lift. It wasn't a dream anymore. It was real. A small bay with his name on the lease, earned through sweat and steel. He'd been living those stoic moves, naming his fear, shrinking it, acting through it, breathing steady, owning it. And it had worked. He'd conquered fear, faced it without flinching. And that day it peaked. That day, he knew what the Stoic code could do. It started after that first week. He'd kept pushing, facing the fear step by step. He'd named it failure and broken fool, and stopped running. He'd shrunk it, seeing it as a bump, not a cliff. He'd acted, got that loan, quit the garage, rented this space. He'd breathed through the panic, nights when the numbers didn't add up, and owned it. Every doubt is to crush. One morning, his old boss rolled in, truck rattling, needing a fix. Jake didn't flinch. He looked him in the eye, said, I got it, and went to work. The guy paid, nodded, left. No yelling, just respect. That afternoon it hit. A rush came. 3 jobs at once, phones ringing, cash tight. Before, Jake would have locked up, fear choking him, thinking he'd fail. Not now. He named it. I'm scared this'll crash. And shrank it. Worst case, I rebuild. He acted, took the jobs, breathed slow when the stress spiked, owned it. This is mine. By dusk, the shop was humming, customers happy, his hand steady. A guy said, You're a good man. I'll be back. Jake wiped his brow, felt it. Fear was there, but he'd faced it, unflinching, and won. That was the climax. Not the shop or the cash, but the moment he stood there, unshaken, owning it all. Epictetus said, You become what you give your attention to. Jake gave his to the fight, not the flinch, and it forged him. He didn't just conquer fear that day. He made it his. The customers didn't just see a mechanic. They saw a man who didn't blink, who faced the storm and built something real. He wasn't the guy who took it anymore. He was the guy who stood tall, and they felt it. Think about that. 6 months ago, Jake was trembling in his truck, scared of his own shadow. Now he was running his shop, facing anything without a twitch. He didn't need to run or hide. He used those stoic moves, 5 brutal, honest steps, and turned fear into nothing. That rush wasn't the end. It was the proof. He walked out that night, keys in hand, and knew he'd never flinch again. He'd faced it, conquered it, and the world saw. You've got that shot. Right now, your fear's waiting, big, ugly, holding you back. You don't have to let it win. Jake didn't. He took the Stoic code, calm and fierce, and crushed it. That's what these moves do. They don't just dodge fear. They destroy it. It's not about feeling brave. It's about being unbreakable, facing anything without flinching. Jake found it, and it changed him. You can too. Let's finish this strong. Jake stood in his shop that night, tools quiet, the last job done. He wasn't shaking, wasn't doubting. He'd conquered fear, faced it without flinching, and built something real. That shop wasn't luck. It was the Stoic code, 5 moves, 6 months, total victory. He named it, shrunk it, acted through it, breathed steady, owned it. And now he was here, grease on his hands, standing tall. And now it's your turn. Here's the truth. Fear's not your master. It's your shadow, and you've been giving it power. Jake proved it. You don't have to. You can face anything, anything at all, and not budge. He didn't just dream of that shop. He faced the fear and took it, calm and unflinching, while it crumbled. That's what's on the table for you. 5 Stoic moves to break fear's grip and own your life. You'll stop running, stop flinching, stop losing. You'll start winning your way, with power that doesn't shake. Imagine it. A month from now, your fear's not gone, but it's small, quiet yours. You've named it, seen it clear. You've shrunk it, made it nothing. You've acted, moved past it. You've breathed, stayed steady. You've owned it, made it bow. That job, that fight, that dream, it's not a ghost anymore. It's real because you faced it without blinking. That's what Jake found. That's what this code gives you. Not just a shield, but a sword, sharp and strong and yours. You don't need more time. You don't need more nerve. You just need this, and the will to swing. Start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right this second. Name your fear. Write it down, say it. Shrink it. Ask what's the worst, see it small. Act. Take one step through it. No excuses. Breathe. Slow and deep when it bites. Own it, claim it, move anyway. Jake didn't wait for courage. He acted. Day 1 naming it. Day 5 buying that workbench, and it broke. You've got the same shot. You don't need years. You need one move, one stand, and the guts to keep it up. By next week, you'll feel it. Fear's not the boss. You are. I'll leave you with this from Seneca. He who is brave is free. Face fear, and you're not just strong, you're untouchable. Jake stopped hiding. He faced it, conquered it, and stood free. Now it's on you. What's your fear? Where's it got you? You don't have to flinch anymore. Take this code, name it and shrink it and act and breathe and own it, and watch it fall. You've got the moves. You've got the power. Use it, and you'll face anything without blinking. If this hits you, if you want more tools to crush fear and live stronger and win your fight, hit that subscribe button for Daily Stoic Life. Drop a like if you're ready to stand. But don't just sit there. Face it. Your fear's waiting to lose. Make it happen.